Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here, and today we're going to talk about the one exercise Vince Gironda taught Arnold to improve his calves, and that is of course the donkey calf raise. Now the donkey calf raise is synonymous with old school training for calves, as it was widely used by the likes of Arnold Schwarzenegger and his golden era bodybuilding contemporaries. Nowadays, this excellent exercise has been ditched for other exercises such as the standard calf raise, the seated calf raise, and the calf press or raise on the leg press or hack squat machine. However, if you ask Arnold and the golden era bodybuilding legends which one exercise they would say is the best for overall calf development, they would agree that the donkey calf raise is the king of calf exercises. When Arnold hit the American bodybuilding scene, his massive frame and his physique shocked the bodybuilding world, and his arrival was set to bring a new era in bodybuilding history. In 1968, Joe Weider had clearly announced his new protege to the bodybuilding world, and Arnold knew that he was the biggest name in bodybuilding at the time. But Arnold was in the US for a reason. He had just suffered a major loss to his ego and to his career by being defeated by Frank Zane and being reminded again of his poor leg development, specifically his lacking calf development. He was, as many would say, a diamond in the rough. With an inflated ego, he walked into Vince's gym on 11262 Ventura Boulevard, Studio City in North Hollywood, California, announcing that he was Mr. Universe and was going to be the greatest bodybuilder in the world. And with cigar in mouth, Vince looked at the Austrian behemoth and spat out the words, "You just look like a fat fuck to me," instantly crushing the Austrian oak's pride and confidence. Although Arnold could have retaliated, he took Vince's words as a reminder that he had not reached his peak yet. It was at Vince's gym that Arnold would learn to truly refine his physique to the championship form, which we would see in the early to mid-70s. Now, I have mentioned the several exercises that Arnold learned at Vince's gym to improve his chest, biceps, and thighs in previous videos. However, most people do not understand that Vince also influenced Arnold's calf development. It would be unfair to say that Arnold had neglected his calf training completely early on in his career, but it would be correct to say that he did not indulge in bettering his weak points. Arnold was after size and bulk, and not the perfection of his physique whilst training in his early days in Munich. As these photos clearly show, Arnold would use the standing calf raise and seated calf raise, but saw little calf development for his efforts. This is why he was well known to pose with his lower legs in water and hide his weakly developed calves as much as possible. Coming from the Silver Era scene, Vince Gironda understood the exercises that helped develop all parts of the physique and naturally. Vince's contemporaries also shared similar knowledge to Vince and therefore similar principles to building the physique naturally. It is well known that Arnold's mentor was Reg Park, and shortly after his amateur NABBA Mr. Universe win in 1967, Arnold spent Christmas in South Africa with Reg Park and his family. In my interviews with Reg Park's son, my good friend John Park has explained to me that in the early hours of the morning, Reg would wake up Arnold and they would perform grueling workouts in his gym. During these grueling workouts, Reg would teach Arnold the secret to massive calf development and had him perform standing calf raises and donkey calf raises with poundages that would astound Arnold, that Arnold had never ever considered to use. Arnold was quoted to have used only 300 to 400 pounds in his calf raises, but no more. Reg had him use Herculean poundages. We are talking about 700, 800, 900 and up to 1,000 pounds. It is no wonder that Arnold was later able to develop his calves from being a weak point to one of his strongest body parts. Vince Gironda, of course, understood the effectiveness of the donkey calf raise in helping put on mass on the most stubborn of calves. And of course, he highly recommended that Arnold begin performing these as Reg had already instructed him. Vince advocated the use of the donkey calf raise at his gym, and he was known to place this exercise in the calf routines of his students because of its effectiveness. Returning from South Africa, Arnold was quick to begin piling the poundage on the donkey calf raise, and his calves began to grow. They responded so well that a rumor began to spread that Arnold had gone to Mexico to receive calf implants. In an interview with Jerry Branham, Jerry, who was at Vince's gym at the time Arnold was training, knew that this was simply not true, and that it was Arnold's fanatical training that gave rise to some of the best calf development that has ever been seen in the sport of bodybuilding. Arnold would train calves daily, either at Vince's gym or at Don Peters's home gym in the evenings. Below is an extremely rare photo of Arnold training at Vince's gym with his training partner, which appears to be Reg Lewis. They are performing donkey calf raises as Vince Gironda taught them at his gym. That's right, this photo comes actually from Vince's gym, and they are performing calf raises at Vince's gym, with one partner aiding the other by simply sitting on his hips and alternating between sets. The performance of the donkey calf raise is very simple. You simply need a 4-inch block of wood and a waist-high bench to lean on and a training partner. You place the block 2 to 3 feet away from the base of the bench, stand on the block and lean over the bench. Your training partner then sits on your hips and you begin to raise and lower the feet, keeping the knees locked to ensure that the maximum load and stress are placed on the calves. The advantage of the donkey calf raise is very obvious in that it requires little equipment and maximum poundages can be used by simply using more training partners, making this particular exercise superior to any machine exercise available today. As can be seen from the following images, the strategy that I just described above is exactly what Arnold did to put on incredible mass into his calves. Combining the knowledge gained from both Reg Park and Vince Gironda, Arnold would bomb his calves later on at Gold's Gym, famously using 1 training partner, then 2, using up to 3 training partners. These images, of course, speak louder than words. So if you're looking at gaining massive size in your calves, try this long-forgotten calf exercise and watch your calves grow into balls. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so to the Golden Era Bookworm, and please leave me your comments. I know a lot of you may not use the donkey calf raise, but if you do, let me know how that works for you. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is the Golden Era Bookworm saying bye for now. Now, if you're interested in learning Arnold's original bodybuilding training and nutrition principles, please visit my website for a full collection of booklets, including his arms and chest training programs, available at www.goldenerabookworm.com. Need a bodybuilding poster for your gym or office? Then check out Iron Man Magazine archive.smugmug.com for the highest quality posters on the planet. Scroll through the galleries of all the legends, including greats such as Arnold, Frank Zane, Sergio Oliva, Serge Nubret, Tom Platz, and Larry Scott, and much, much more, and select your poster now. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Vince Gironda's approach to bodybuilding, his principles, and all these tips of wisdom that he has, I mean, there's so much stuff that probably hasn't been proven by science, and it will take science to prove or disprove Vince. But to be honest, these 3 books, I believe, which I call the Classic Physique Bundle, are the best books that Vince ever came out with. And they, of course, are the Wild Physique, the Master Series, and the Pro Series. Have a look at it this way. The Wild Physique, I believe, is like the ABCs of Vince Gironda's principles to bodybuilding. He teaches you the exercises and his principles. But how do you put them together? Well, the Master Series is a 14-month program of using all of these principles, all of the diets that Vince came out with, all of the exercises. And believe me, it's a brilliant, brilliant program. Many people have used it. I know personally a lot of bodybuilders that have actually used it and made fantastic results with it. And of course, the Pro Series was a book that he came out with later on, specially targeted for getting into competition. It's just these 3 books, as I call it, the Classic Physique Bundle, Vince's best work, and available, of course, at www.goldenerabookworm.com. Now, the Pro Series of Bodybuilding, which was targeted for professional bodybuilders, contains 6 programs, each of which go for 2 months each. So it's a whole year, again, in preparation for competition. To support your favorite YouTube channel, please visit teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm for merchandise, including t-shirts, hoodies, face masks, phone cases, and much, much more. Once again, at teespring.com/stores/goldenerabookworm. Become a patron at www.patreon.com/Golden Era Bookworm for hard-to-find books, scans of rare photos, and articles on the golden era of bodybuilding.
The golden era of bodybuilding was born on the sandy platforms, rusty rings, and blistering high bars of Muscle Beach, where young men and women performed feats of strength and gymnastics, igniting a fitness boom that would reverberate for decades. By the 60s and 70s, the golden era was in full form, spreading like wildfire, and engulfing a new generation of bodybuilders who wanted nothing more than an all-natural, well-rounded physique. This lifelong pursuit of physical perfection created legends, including a young Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, the Golden Boy, Larry Scott, three-time Mr. Olympia, Frank Zane, and the Duke of Delts, Don Howarth. These men all had one thing in common. They all trained under the legendary Iron Guru, Vince Gironda. Vince believed above all else that bodybuilding was 85% nutrition, and he scoffed at anyone who took shortcuts to achieve their fitness goals. At NSP Nutrition, we hold true to our roots and maintain Vince's spirit alive by sharing his belief that all you need to achieve greatness is the right exercises, the right foods and supplements, and the right attitude. At NSP, you'll find all of Vince's training manuals and books, his many diets that pair perfectly with these exercises, and of course, small batch, high-quality production of Vince's original supplements. All our products are clean, superior formulas made from earth-grown nutrients, free of harmful chemicals, added sugars, and toxic preservatives. We make no compromises, take no shortcuts, and accept nothing but the best. Because the moment you decide to get back into shape or want to accelerate your gains and win your next competition, NSP will be by your side to help you achieve your personal health and fitness goals. That's how we maintain the spirit of the Golden Era champions and honor the legacy of our founder, Vince Gironda. Simply put, our customers trust NSP Nutrition, and they appreciate what we stand for. Once you become a customer, you become part of the NSP family. This is NSP's commitment to you.